Hi, and welcome back to the Senior Living Show. Today we have KerryAnn Kohut. She's a nurse recruiter with Cooperative Home Care. Thank you for being here today with us, KerryAnn.
You're welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
And Cooperative Home Care is the only family-owned home care company that says yes first to any age, funding, and amount of care since 1986. Could you please explain that to us?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, we accept clients of any ages from birth all the way to death. And so we have nurses, we have caregivers, and we also have home health nurses who can come do skilled visits with any clientele. We can specialize a program for you, and it will be tailored to both your age, your needs, anything that's going to make that program work the best for you. We accept numerous forms of funding, whether that be like Medicare, Medicaid, or VA. We also look at your insurance, your health insurance, long-term care, workman's compensation. And sometimes if for some reason your payer sources, those payer sources don't work for you, we also do self-pay. But before we ever get to self-pay, we're going to try to help you find any other source that will help you pay for this care to get what you need at the least expense to you.
Great, thank you. And so why choose Cooperative Home Care?
Well, we are locally owned and operated. We have been around for 39 years. And we cover a very large geographical area. We have offices in St. Louis City and County. We have office in Union, Missouri, an office in Crystal City, and an office in O'Fallon, Missouri. We also help clients in Illinois. We do not have a physical location there anymore, but we still work with a predominant amount of VA clients and home health clients in that area out of our St. Louis office. We accept any sort of home care funding. And again, just like I was saying before, we're going to look for any way we can help you to pay for these services so you can stay independently in your home and get help that you need. We have a specialized wound care program if that's something you need, especially if you are just coming out of the hospital or if you haven't had care for a while and so you have issues or conditions that we may need to help you get into top-notch condition for yourself. And before you ever leave the hospital or you leave a rehab center, we're going to have a person come and talk to the discharge planners so that we can make sure that all of the needs that you have been discussed, and also so we have a plan in place for every single one of those to be dealt with or worked with.
Great, thank you. That's important
It is
for
definitely.
everyone to be communicating on the team and work as a whole as a team. That's really important.
Absolutely. And so when the client comes home or when we first come into their home, they feel confident when we're there. And so they can relax because they know, and their family can relax because they know that their loved one is being taken care of to the highest level.
Yeah, great. And so how can your company provide and maintain such consistent levels of attention and care to every client?
Well, as we sit right here, we have 6 core values that our company uses in the office. We use these to guide any sort of administrative decision that we're making. And when it comes to not only our clients, but our caregivers and our nurses, we are always using the core values so that they know that their needs, that we see them, that we hear them, and that their needs are being met. So our core values, and we also have these lovely little tiny teammates right here. I'm going to show you each of them. Here's the first one. He's a little shark, and they all have a little t-shirt with their core value on it. So these little tiny teammates, we give these to caregivers and nurses, and also, we get them within the office when we exemplify this core value. And it's a way to celebrate the things that we're doing that go back to our core values. We don't want to just have these on the wall. We want to walk our talk when we're talking, when we are using these. So our first little one, our little pursued growth shark, because sharks are always moving. They never stop moving, even when they're sleeping. So, we don't want to just not sleep, but we want to always be pursuing more, keep moving, keep growing.
Yeah.
And then we have our little tiger. He is challenging the limits. So, tigers, big regal cats. They're always, they're the king of they're close to the king of the jungle. And so we always want to be like him and challenging our limits and doing more, whether that be for our clients or for our nurses and caregivers. Our little empower people bee. So bees, they have a little hive mind. Everybody shares. Everybody knows what's going on. They always work together. And when we do that, then we can be the strongest, most, I think, genuinely helpful company, because we're going to be looking at what people need individually. And then we have our little commitment to cooperative pup. And, dogs are loyal. They are unwaveringly, they love you no matter what. And our commitment to cooperative, we're going to work to do the very best we can, again, for our clients and also for the people that do the hard work. They go into the homes and they help our clients one-on-one. We have our team is our family bunny, because, bunnies, they like to make more bunnies, and a lot of them. So we always, they have big families, and we consider our team our family, and not just those of us that are in the office. Our team includes and is built on the foundation of our care team, which is is how we refer to our nurses and our caregivers that are going out and working with our clients. And our clients as well, they are part of our family. I was a caregiver for my mom personally for almost a year before I ever started working here. And I think that's given me a perspective of how all-consuming that job can be for a family. And to have an extension of your family that you feel confident in, a caregiver or a nurse that's going to come into your home, that gives you peace of mind. You can rest. You can be the best person you can be for your family when you can take a break for a second.
Yes.
And then finally, last but not least, we have our little embrace inclusivity giraffe. Sometimes giraffes stick out because they have a very long neck, but they're very gorgeous. They're very graceful. And we want our clients and our caregivers to know that we're going to support you however it is that you are living your life. So we want to support and respect people's different lifestyles. And when we go into their home, we are respecting their beliefs and the way they, take care of their home or have their routines. And we just ask for that same respect back for our caregivers and our nurses. And we work really hard to match them so that when our nurses and caregivers go into people's homes, they can say, cooperative takes care of me, and now I can take care of you.
Right. Yeah, that's really important for it to go hand in hand.
Absolutely. 110%.
Yeah, when the caregivers are taken care of and they feel like their needs are being met, then they can be more able to take care of the needs of other people too.
They can go into that home. They don't have to worry about anything. They 100% can focus on taking care of their client and making that person feel as independent as possible.
Yeah. And so can you please tell our viewers how they can contact Cooperative Home Care?
Absolutely. It is very simple. All you have to do first is you can call our main office. The number is 314-772-8585. Once you call the office, if you press 1, that is for new patient referrals. You will be able to talk to someone in our office who will go over your care needs, what they are, and then also share with you every option we have in order to be able to make a connection with you. And then if you decide that you are interested and you want to pursue coming to the company, then we'll explain next steps to you, and then you'll know exactly what your path is going to be to get everything started.
Great, thank you.
And then step 2, I'm so
Yes.
sorry.
No, please continue.
Then at the end of that call, we'll usually schedule a free in-home care assessment. So not only were we kind of talking to you on the phone about basically what you need, but then we're going to come to your home. So we see, you know, we know the layout of your home. We know if you have pets. We know if there's certain concerns you have about maybe doing light house cleaning or the order of which you have a schedule. We're going to take all those things in consideration so that when a caregiver or nurse comes into your home, they have every single bit of information they need in order to come in to be as effective as possible from the minute they get there.
Great, thank you.
And then lastly, we're going to match you with a competent caregiver or nurse. Oftentimes with a nurse, we do have meet and greets ahead of time. It's as much for the family as it is for the nurse. We want to be sure that you both feel like this will be a good fit for you. And if it's not on the first try, then, then we're going to send someone else. We're going to be sure that when this person comes in your home, because it's your home, that you're going to feel as comfortable as possible from the minute go.
Thank you.
And, it's just one phone call. That first one phone call is going to connect you with somebody here. We don't use a call center. We have people in all of our offices who will speak with families individually. And, and then after your care begins, you will still have a staff member in the office local to you that you can talk to at any time if you have follow-up questions or concerns or something about your care changes or you need to set up additional services.
Thank you. That's always good to have that open line of communication available.
That's to me the most important thing. If you feel like when you call the office, you're going to know or you're going to have someone specifically that you can talk to, you're not going to constantly be referred to a different person than a different person than a different person. You're going to know the people that you're dealing with so that you always feel assured that you can call that person with any questions or any additional help you may need.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, and even when our office isn't open, we have a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week on-call service. So even when this office or when our main offices are closed, Monday, because we work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, there is always someone that you can call. You just call your normal office like you would, and you wait for the on-call person to come on the phone. They will help you or take a message if it's not something that's pressing, something that maybe can wait until Monday, and then they will let that staffer know to call you then. So we're always going to be there for you to be in touch with us.
Great, thank you. And you can find more information about Cooperative Home Care at guideforseniorliving.com and in the show notes. Thank you for being here today with us.
Oh, absolutely, Tanya. I appreciate you having me.